Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Spanish online lessons page. I'm glad you arrived here. So I just wanted to welcome you and give you a brief summary and reference of me and about my lessons. Well, so firstly, my name is Kevin. I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina. I'm a Spanish native speaker. And I've spoken English almost my entire life too. So I have, broad knowledge and experience with these two languages. I also give English lessons. You can check my page if you want on the description of my page here if you are on Facebook, if you want that reference. And also have given music lessons in the past, so I have experience with in terms of learning and teaching. Also, tell you that I want to tell you briefly about methods. I think that there are many methods. Of course, we know that there are many methods, books, whatever out there. And my concept with this, what I want to tell you is that I think that just anything works, anything can add up, okay, to your learning. I think that learning any language, it's not a matter of, it's not that there's nothing, and there's not any mystery or big science to it. It's just a matter of practicing. There can be some materials that can optimize the speed maybe at which you acquire the knowledge, okay, but it's just overall I would say just a matter of practice and regularity, okay. Also, of course, you will deduce that speaking a language, okay, it's not just a thing that you do once and then you put it to sleep, okay. It's something that you will want to practice with certain regularity, okay. This also, of course, has to do with your aim with the language, which of course can vary from person to person. That also can vary with each book, as I was saying, because maybe not all the books are designed for each specific person's aim, okay, as I'm saying. But overall, of course, anything can add to gaining, okay, knowledge, in this case in Spanish. All right, so summing it up, okay, I would say that again, any material works. What it's most important is that you yourself can get to see and also which tools you find more useful, which things you're more interested in, okay. So of course, in this sense, I give many tips and many resources and many elements of study, so you yourself, as I was saying, can have those resources, those tools to study. For example, I can give you an example now, okay. If you can have your own dictionary, you can do this, for example, through Google Docs. You can create there just a simple page in blank, okay, and start. You can write vocabulary, for example, or Vocabulario in Spanish, and start writing there in alphabetic order, okay. All the words that you find while you study that you consider that are more relevant, for example, for you, okay, find more interesting to know, useful, whatever, okay. So you put A and all the words there that you learn over time, okay. all the words or expressions with B, with C, you can also write. You can write the word and the definition, and for example, also you can write an example with the word if you want, just like a dictionary, okay? But it's like it would be like your own personal dictionary, okay? And with this, you can do a very interesting build up, okay, of your Spanish, okay? Of course, the same thing I suggest to English learners, okay, because it's, across the languages is something that's just common, okay, because it's more or less the same. It's pretty much the same thing, just that in another language, okay, but it works pretty much the same. It works pretty much in the same way, all right? So just there to give you, so that was just to give you a little tip, okay? As I was saying about the tools that you can start having for yourself, and as resources, ways to help yourself with studying English. Of course, a instructor or a teacher can give you much references and help also, of course, with that. But it's also very important what you do day to day or in certain regularity, whatever, for yourself, okay, with the aim of, for example, in this case, learning Spanish, okay? But I would say there are many resources, okay, that I have found, and that I continue to find, okay, different study tips, okay, that are like the one I just mentioned, that are very useful, okay, and then just, of course, things that are not maybe things for practicing, but things to take into account. For example, the similar. I will give you another one. These are things that I will post here in my page. For example, also the similarity that there is among Spanish and English with many words. Okay, for example, chocolate, chocolate, audio, audio, color, color. Okay, there's a maybe you didn't take notice of that, but I tell you, there's a vast similarity between Spanish and English, okay? There's at least, I would say, I don't know, maybe 1,000 or more words that have this similarity, okay? Sometimes it's just the same word that is just pronounced differently, and sometimes it's just very similar, okay? How it's written, okay? Okay, so I just don't want to go ahead with more tips, because I could be, I could spend pretty much a long time telling you about this. Just tell you that this is more or less how it goes, okay? About my lessons, I have my own material, okay, where I did like a summary of what I consider is the base, okay, the most fundamental, interesting things, topics, grammar, references, formulas, all that, okay, all the grammar, all the things that have to do with learning the language, okay, overall. I have that material that I've been building, okay. And of course, then we can study with any other material that you may find interesting, or that we, or I, whatever, see that that can work good for you, okay. But I would say again, don't worry much about the elements of study, because there's just tons of things to study out there. Again, my advice is that you don't fret, about the how the speed at which you will be learning. Learning a language, again, it's not just an overnight thing. It's something that you do along, probably most cases, along at least a month. Okay. So that's my opinion with this, and something that if you want to take to a very fluent level, of course, then to some point, I would say that the only way is to practice and practice. Okay, having a regular practice with language, with Spanish, and okay, so it kind of becomes like second nature. Okay, or something very like basic for you, like probably as English is for you. Okay, if you're a English native speaker, because I assume that maybe more than one person will hear this that are not English native speakers. Maybe you're, I don't know, Italian or whatever, and you learn English, but maybe you want also to learn Spanish. So, but the connection there is done because as you know English, you can learn Spanish with me. Okay, so that's how, a way that languages connect the things. And so also, of course, yeah, if you know English to a degree where you think you can use it as a reference for learning Spanish with me, because those are the two languages that I handle, that I know. Okay, Spanish and English. Okay, you can contact me. Okay, for online lessons. By the way, the method that I use, the communication method, I mean, is via audio call, because it's faster. Because video, I got to the conclusion that it just makes the communication slower and doesn't give us much. Okay, and it can also be a distraction for the lesson itself. Okay, you would have to put the cell phone somewhere to see the other person. Then you're far from the microphone. The audio quality is lowered, and overall it kind of makes the communication slower and doesn't give us much. Okay, so that's what I choose, the audio call, which has been working pretty well with the lessons I've had so far. Okay, so well, if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer. Okay, you can send me a direct message here through the page, or there's my WhatsApp or Telegram number also on my page, in case you want to schedule, okay, for online lessons. So okay, if you listen up to here, thank you. I hope you can share and like and subscribe to my page, and I hope you like it. And of course, you can stay tuned for more upcoming material.